Have you sent a tweet out so that I'll retweet it or something? Or no tweet?
I am doing that right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Should be out. Hello and welcome to the CFC Talk podcast. Another live episode tonight. Raw emotions right after a European Championship win at Porto. Kamal's joined us all the way from America. Thank you, Kamal, for being on the show. And I know you're a very superstitious man, and as you already said,
I always lie. I lie. I say I'm never superstitious, but yeah, when it comes to certain things, I am.
Yeah. I think no one's in the right mood or in the right headspace to discuss tactics or what we did or how we played. But in the end, everything's worked out. Kamal, any kind of words to put together what's just happened the last for 3 hours or 2 hours?
Man, I mean, let's start from this entire week. This entire week, as soon as the season ended, it was just pure focus on this. It was like it got realer and realer and realer every single day. Obviously, I'm not sure if it felt the same for you, but so the people I talked to, it was like they didn't feel it. But like this whole week, it was just a build-up of emotions. Just like we're actually in a Champions League final, and then the raw emotions of like, man, we're playing against the best team in the world, in my opinion, like in Man City. Like just knowing heartbreak and what it's done to me in the past, and then knowing that we've won it, just all those kind of things. Like, what are we actually going to win this? I'm so terrified, but you know, it's hard to think about the past because we've just won the Champions League, man. I mean, like, I don't even. It's like lost for words of raw emotion. It's just insane. Like I was telling you offline, as soon as that whistle went, I'm gonna say 15 to 20 minutes of just pure tears, and my wife was just looking at me like, "What is this guy, a grown 33-year-old man, just crying about a game?" And I was just like, "You don't understand, man. Like, this is the one thing I love more than anything on this planet. Like, yeah, this is. I still can't believe it. We just won the Champions League. Like, what? This is insane."
I completely agree with you. I think my parents, like my dad's sleeping. He's at the moment, and I blew up some confetti, and I'm sure I'm gonna hear it tomorrow. But it's raw emotions people don't understand, and it's just not Chelsea. It's just football itself. You know, these are the days you support your club for. You spend money, you go and watch them on game days, and to support them for these kind of days. Amart, your thoughts? It's 10 p.m. for you. How's your night been, and how are your emotions right now? Might have lost Amart there for a second, so I'll just remove him from the stream until he comes back. Cool. But yeah, going back to you, Kamal. Kai Havertz, I think the one goal that matters the most.
It was so leading up to that. It was Timo Werner, right? I mean, we got to talk about Timo real quick. Those two misses, and I'm just like, you could not do this to me today. You could not, of all the days, you could not miss those kind of chances. You could not put me through those kind of emotions. Please don't do it. And then Kai Havertz comes in and just cool as you like. I thought he was going to get taken out. I thought it was going to be a red card and a penalty, something like that. But just cold-blooded, man. Just took it around him, slotted it in. I went absolutely crazy. My daughter was asleep, and I'm like fake cheering. I'm like just screaming up, like jumping up and down, but like, you know, like that. So yeah, that's man. Yeah, it was just that moment.
Amart, your thoughts, your quick thoughts on the game and your emotions so far since let's rewind back 3 hours when the game was about to start, lineups are announced to now when you've seen the players lift the trophy and another set of history makers, I guess, at Chelsea.
And I agree with Kamal. Like this whole week, the build up and stuff. Like I think I was one of the people who was like kind of like very, very calm leading up to the week, but a day before, I think it was the marble video that Kamal put up. Like he put a video about like a marble, like I think they were playing marbles and a marble race, and then Chelsea won. And I think after I saw that, I just got emotional. I just got scared. Because I freaked out. Immediately. So I think that's what started it, and I hated seeing that video, but like they were right. You're right, everyone. So yeah,
it's true.
I mean,
I need to post that video again because I was like, "Yo, it's So
I think I think I was more nervous watching that video than the actual final itself. I was like, if we lose this, we're losing the final.
True.
I mean that video was like watching a full 90 minutes game, and it was crazy. And yeah, like the I think the lineup our lineup was okay for me. Like I wasn't really concerned about the lineup. I think their lineup is what gave me more hope, because I remember when we spoke about the, like on the live preview that we did earlier, that if they come out attacking, if they come out with an attacking mindset, we are going to I didn't even say we are going to win. I think we are going to get a good opportunity to win the game, because like teams that attack and open up, we love teams like that. We don't like teams that sit back and defend. So when I saw that lineup, it was scary because they had their best 11 there. It was very, very scary to they had their best 11 there.
If I can interject, it's like the second I saw Fernandinho dropped, I was like, what? I was like, they're going all out? Are they serious?
They're going all out. They're going all out. So it actually gave me confidence, to be honest. It gave me confidence when I saw that they were going all out. They wanted to attack. So if we're able to subdue that attack, I think everything else would have been good. But the game was very nervy, and I'm just glad we won it. I'm debuting the kit.
Hey, we I think me and Amara had a deal. We didn't wear this jersey the whole season. I got this I think five I think 2 months back almost, and I still haven't worn it because I was saving it for the Champions League final, and hopefully.
That's sketchy, man. That's sketchy.
we agreed that if we win the Champions League final, we are both wearing it. So I put it up.
Fair enough. No, if you told me that before, I'd be like, wear the same thing you're wearing all the time.
I really don't have many superstitions, to be honest.
Nah,
I just
me
go
too.
with the flow, yeah.
Like I say, it's only kits. It's the only superstition I have.
But yeah, as Amart said, if we fend off their attacks, our defense was honestly amazing. How good was Rudiger's tackle? I'm pretty sure I don't even need to mention what time it was and what that was, but I don't think Mendy was saving that. But Rudiger just jumping in and putting his body in the line. I think we talked about this so much before the final that we need to be mentally prepared. It's not about tactic. It is about tactics, but at the same time, we need to be mentally prepared, put our bodies on the line, and play for the badge. And tonight, I don't think anyone did not play not for the badge, I guess.
No, 100% spot on. When it comes to Rudiger, I'm going to hold my hands up, because when that story came out in January, I was one of the ones to slate him. So I'm just putting it into the universe. I know he's not just listening, but I apologize so much to Antonio and his family. But man, I mean, that guy done a complete 180 since Tuchel's come in, man. Like he's come in and become easily right now. If it was the whole season like that, he wins Player of the Year, because he's better than Ruben Diaz. Like that performance, specifically today and like leading up to this game, was just like you said. He puts everything on the line. He's an animal right now. He's a beast, and he wins everything. I kind of didn't like what he did to Kevin De Bruyne, but he like took him out of the game literally. I mean, typically I'd be like, no, that's deep, but like we won.
As Chelsea fans would like to say, like we're not. Go for it.
Go ahead, right? No, go.
I was just going to say, as Chelsea fans. I was just going to jump in and say, as Chelsea fans, we hate the fact that De Bruyne's injured. We're not laughing at the fact that he's injured. We're just laughing at the fact that he wasn't on the pitch. We do wish him well, and hope he recovers well, and then he gets ready for the Premier League season while we prepare for the World Cup. But yeah, Amart, you were saying something.
Yeah, I'm saying that moment was just an exact replica of what Sergio Ramos did to Salah. Like I that's what I just that's what just came into my mind when that happened. I was like, this is the same thing, the same thing that happened, because I don't know, Sergio Ramos' own looked like he intentionally went in and tried to take Salah out. It was intentional, but with Rudiger's one, I think he was just he wasn't planning on taking him out at all. But I think he was.
He was, bro. Come on.
No. True. Like I think he was making. I think he was making that tackle. He was making that tackle with the mind that he wanted to take him off the ball. I don't think he was making it like he wanted to injure him or something. It wasn't malicious.
Right.
Yeah.
Two birds, one stone.
Yeah, but with Sergio Ramos, like you saw it, that this thing he went in for the kill. But And I think even the mask was even part of it, because I was watching my sister and I was like, those masks, they are rubbery, but they have some hardness to them. So I think when it hit his face, it just caused something.
Yo,
Then
Jabbar got a
it was
massive
it
bruise here,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah.
damn.
yeah,
He had a
It's
massive
it
concussed or
really
bruise.
did.
something. Yeah.
He even wanted to continue watching the game, but I think he couldn't, so they had to take him out. Yeah, and it was sad to see, but from a Chelsea point of view, like, man,
Game's the game,
their best
bro.
player, they keep thinking
I,
like
I, I
their
can
best
recall
player.
I can recall 2 days ago when we did a preview of this game, and Mark, the first thing he mentioned is Kevin De Bruyne and how he has a thing against Chelsea, and
Always done.
has managed to switch the game around for Man City every time they play Chelsea. And Rudiger was not having it. Rudiger was like, I'm not going to sit here in the 80th minute having to defend passes from Kevin De Bruyne, and while we have a 1-goal lead. Yeah, but honestly, it's such good stuff. But we've got Maria who's just joined us as well. Welcome, Maria.
I'm done, guys. It's the first time in my entire life that I'm actually drunk. My mascara is running off and I'm buzzing.
How are the emotions?
I don't know, it's
Welcome
the
back.
first time in
Welcome
my
back.
entire life. It's the first time in my entire life that I'm drunk, and I don't even know if you actually won it or not. I'm still like processing, and every 2 minutes I ask someone, I'm like, did we actually win it? It's actually my first time as well.
The kit.
So.
It's the kit, Maria. It's the kit. That's all it is. Yes.
It's not, but you can't see it. You can't see it. It's not.
I mean, his name is down in history now as a Chelsea legend already at the age of 22. So
Wait.
I don't.
Did he actually score a through ball? For all the people that criticized him for that, he actually scored. He had an open play assist. Oh my god! And what an assist, man! What an assist! And what a finish from Kai. 2 players always being criticized, and they just score an assist. I mean,
what's incredible
I don't think you
to
can
see
write it.
is at the start of the season, people said Mason Mount and Kai Havertz are going to have this internal competition of who's going to start and who's going to play.
Let's be honest. Christian Falk, he said that. No one else said that.
No
Only
one said
him.
that.
He put that into the universe, bro. He put that into the universe. No one else said that.
Yeah.
No, but so many people said that, Mount was competing with Havertz, and they end up playing together and linking up for a Champions League goal, and the only goal that actually scored it sealed the win. They scored and it sealed the win, and I don't even know what I'm saying right now because I think I drank too much.
If any 4 of us get any sleep tonight, we're not remembering this fully, especially Maria.
Who's sleeping?
No, I'm
It's
just going
already
to
like
rest
3 a.m. for you. You're not sleeping.
Yeah.
It's 3 a.m.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
not
got-
sleeping. I'm not sleeping.
I think
No way.
it's quite late for Maria as well. She's in. She's
close
she's
to you.
pretty-
1 second.
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
I think we'll start accepting questions. Oh, sorry, Mark, go for it. Sorry, go for it. I was just going to kind of just jump in and say that if you guys have any questions, I can see we've got 21, 23 people watching. So put in your questions in the chat. We'll try and answer a few of them. Lighthearted, of course. Just keep it about emotions and about feelings. Let's not get into the tactics and all that sort of stuff.
No, do it. I'm down to talk about
Go for
formation.
it.
Let's do it.
Let's talk
You
about
guys want-
Guardiola being confident, to be honest. He sat there.
You
in the
guys
interview,
want
he said how
emotion?
Chelsea-
I actually
Oh, here we
broke my.
go.
I actually broke my bracelet, and I think my dad's gonna kill me. But whatever. I think.
I've got
Yeah,
confetti all in the room, and I'm gonna hear it from my dad tomorrow when he wakes up, because he was sleeping and it was loud. So yeah, it's not gonna be a fun time tomorrow morning. But yeah, Amar, I think you were saying something.
Yeah. I was trying to talk about Kai's goal, and I think when Kai scored that goal, like I was just telling my brother and my sister that the way we suffered before we got this guy into the team. Like, look how long it took before we got Kai into the team. Remember during the summer transfer when there were speculations whether he'll come or not, and Bayern Leverkusen delaying and not wanting to accept our bid and all that. And man, like when we finally got him, it was just a joy. Everybody was happy, and he has repaid all that 70-80 million pounds. He has paid it off, and yeah, that's I think he's done what Fernando Torres did against Barcelona. he scored, and every depth was paid, everything was paid, just like what Havertz did tonight. It was just fantastic.
Yeah, I think.
True.
Would you say I'm not going to try and go on or go off at Pulisic right now, but would you say that miss kind of felt like something's wrong about to happen? Because when he missed that, I was like, if Man City score, and if it goes the other way,
I was too cool at that time. When he missed, I just went down on my knees. I was like, man, this is the chance. This is the chance to cement the whole thing.
I was when he missed, I was like, come on, Pulisic, you can't do that. And I was scared. I was like, is this coming to bite us? Are they going to score at like a full time, like an injury time equalizer? And I was like, no way, this has to come to bite us, you know? And it was, yeah. And even when Timo actually missed, I was like, are you serious? Like, we can't miss in this game, you know? You can't miss anywhere, but like not in this game. But eventually we just did it. And the defense, credit to the defense for actually doing the job. Azpilicueta was injured at some point, and he played with his heart, and he actually did it. And Christensen coming on, you know, every time he comes on, last time he came on for Thiago Silva was against Spurs, and everyone was scared, and everyone was like, is he going to handle it? Is he going to do the job? And he did the job. And tonight he did the job again. And everyone was scared. You know, it's Thiago Silva. You know, you can't lose Thiago Silva in the final. And he did it. And he did the job pretty well. And Rudiger also with, you know, so many times I felt like our goal was actually completely open. And I was like, they have to score, you know. And someone would just come and tackle and yeah.
I think the most surprising thing, or the most kind of incredible thing from tonight, I take is 3 years ago we were sat when after a loss at Camp Nou when we had Christensen, Aspi, and Rudiger in defense, and we said we're never going to win anything with this defense. And tonight we've got this defense, and we're praising them because they put their bodies on the line. They played their hearts out for the badge tonight. And honestly, when Thiago Silva went off, it was kind of concerning because realistically, Thiago Silva's long balls to Chilwell were really threatening to Man City. We were creating a lot of chances through those, and it was scary that if that stops, what are the other kind of choices we have? But again, when Mason Mount found that pass, and that when Kai Havertz was going through on goal, I was like, either it's a penalty or a goal. I can't take another miss. I can't. And it was just incredible.
I actually didn't even know who actually assisted. I saw Kai scoring and I screamed Kai, and then I was like, who assisted? And everyone was like, it's Maze. And I'm like, wait, what? He actually assisted that ball, you know? I became crazy. You know, seeing Mace actually score assist this and assist in a Champions League final and then score in a semi-final and a quarter-final is actually insane. For someone who started at 6, and, you know, I'm his biggest fan, so and James, someone who's saying right now that James had a great game. He actually had a great game. And I'm just going to comment on something, that the refereeing was excellent because the James, whatever they called it, handball, it wasn't one. And for once, we actually weren't robbed by referees. So I'm actually extremely happy
we were
that
close to being robbed.
Yeah.
Gundogan should got sent off, in my opinion. Like that Gundogan, when you don't think?
I don't think it was. I don't think it was that bad.
Really?
I think
it's a second yellow, in my opinion.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Which one?
Just me.
The second.
Okay, fair enough.
The second one.
Which one?
When he like the stump.
He's got like studs up and takes out Kai Havertz on his leg, and I'm just like, that's the second yellow. He's off, and nothing. I was
I think it's the Premier League. The Premier League that's put out psychic. that's crazy. That's like, you know, like if that was the Premier League, he would have been off. Like the Premier League's officiating is just below par. So like it has just coded our brains in such a way that we think that.
I think Chelsea fans, us Chelsea fans have been so we're so opposed by Premier League refereeing that even after a European Championship win, we're sat here discussing Premier League referees.
Can he actually come referee in the Premier League? I swear he's better than Anthony Taylor and all of those that I've actually.
He's better than all of them.
He's got history with Pep. He's got history.
Oh yeah, Pep. I think yeah.
Big history with Pep.
Yeah,
that's what
he got sent off. Yeah,
we made Pep lose a. Yeah, I was just gonna say that we made Pep lose a Champions League final. Wow, that's crazy.
It's not even that. He's just 1-0 without Messi. So I'm gonna stand by my words that he's a fraud. He's a fraud. Jose is so clear of this guy.
It's so clear. It's so clear. It's so clear.
The
of this guy.
discussion is over. The discussion is
over. Listen. In the last recording we did, I said that this guy, I wouldn't be surprised if he went for a defensive set, like a defensive formation or a defensive tactic. But because this guy doesn't have a plan B, like we know from Barcelona till now, I don't think Pep has a plan B. Like he reshuffles his team, he does it very well. He reshuffles the team, he puts players in the right places, but I don't think he has a plan B. He knows what he knows and he goes with it. Because imagine if this was Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho wouldn't have gone with what 11
at the back.
No, he wouldn't. Like you've beaten him twice already. Already. And he wasn't going to allow you to beat him again on a third time. No, it wasn't going to happen.
Now he's gonna go spend 200 million on Harry Kane and not win it. Watch.
Wait. He actually went without a DM, and when he went without a DM, I was like, okay, but without a DM, we're actually winning. But then the problem is, I was like, but when you think you're actually winning, it definitely means that you're not, you know. So when Thiago Silva actually went out, although I said that we're losing, I felt like we could win it. And then when Kevin De Bruyne went out, I was like, we're definitely losing. And then I was like, without a DM, you can't do shit. But at the same time, you know, it's just too easy for us. And then, I mean, I guess we did it, you know. And yeah, when he brought out Fernandinho, I was like, I mean, it's about damn time that you bring on a DM, you know. You get encountered on every occasion.
Substitution at halftime.
Right.
I thought
when I got really scared.
Yeah.
The time I got really scared is when Aguero came on. Because Aguero always scores against Chelsea. Always. I was like, all right, it's screwed. That's it. It's guaranteed.
I mean, I was just in my pants. I
was waiting for another Aguero moment come up. And I think at the end of the sorry Maria, but at the end of the game, he tried to chip Mendy.
I was like,
and for a second, I was like, if that goes in, I will just sit here and cry. I will.
He couldn't score a penalty against Mendy. He's now coming to try and score and chip Mendy.
He was trying to chip him again.
It's not just that he scores against City, but it's Chelsea, my bad. But it's like he said that he needs to win the Champions League before leaving City. So I was like, there's no way this guy is not going to score against us, and he's not going to try to at least equalize and let it go to pens. And I was like, if it goes to pens, I'm not watching because I can't have another United Villa thing.
Because
Villarreal thing.
I think once it goes to penalties, it's about luck. I think skills and yes, there's some sort of skills in where you put your penalty, but at the end of the day, it comes down to luck.
Yeah,
we saw it against Villarreal and Man United. You know, everyone wrote Villarreal off, but somehow they managed to hold off United for 120 minutes, take it to penalties, win it after 21 takes.
Yeah.
Imagine a Champions League final and Mendy or has to take a penalty. You just can't.
I don't care. Just like in 2012, I don't think whoever talks about the way we played or whatever, I absolutely don't care. You know, it's 90 minutes. You need to do the best to actually win. So we don't care if you play or you don't play or anyway. Who cares?
There's 2 stars here now. There's 2 stars. That's all that matters. It's done.
Yeah, exactly.
Finished. Who cares? It's done.
Kamal's on the phone right after this. Hey, can I get?
I tweeted it as soon as it done. As soon as it was done, I was like, Chelsea, you saw it. I saw it. I was like, I need a kit with 2 stars now. Like, I need that release.
3 UK is going to hit.
There's so many players in our squad that needed the Champions League final. You know, I mean, I'm not talking about the youngster, even though they deserve it a lot. You know, Mason and Reece and they've been excellent. But I would say like people like Mendy, who's been in like unemployed like 5 years ago, and he went to the unemployment center. You know, that this is a history that's like it's the story of Mendy actually doing all of this is insane. And then you have Aspilicueta, who has been just excellent, and he deserves.
He's won everything now.
Although we've criticized him so much, I think in the latest games, you know, before this final
Super Cup,
and you have
he needs to win the Super Cup next season.
Yeah, sure. And Jorginho, who's been criticized so much this season, I guess, especially in the Premier League. And then you have N'Golo Kante, who has won everything but this, you know. So seeing them, all of them, you know, hold this trophy, it just means a lot, you know.
I think
It's crazy to actually read it.
the best part of today was seeing N'Golo Kanté have tears in his eyes and hug his family. I think that was such a wholesome moment. You see
I didn't see it.
24/7 N'Golo Kanté.
I'll try to find the picture and send it to you.
N'Golo Kanté smiling 24/7, and I think he's just such a hard worker. He's come to Chelsea. He's won the Premier League. He's won the Champions League, and he's won everything at Chelsea. Basically, he's won the Europa League as well. So. Yeah, these guys go down in history. But one kind of big question for the youngsters: what does it mean for Mason Mount, for Reece James, who were told maybe at the academy that you're not going to make it to the first team? That this Chelsea team depends on buying players rather than getting players from the academy. They use their academy to sell players and buy talents which have already been made somewhere else. For Mason Mount, who comes into through that Callum Hudson-Odoi, I think Andrew, he didn't have a lot of chances this season, but he still was part of this squad. He would have gotten a World Cup, not a World Cup medal, but a Champions League medal. And what does it mean going forward for them?
It's very huge, man. It's very
endless,
huge.
man.
It's very huge.
Oh my god, I'm seeing Mason Mount. I just saw Mason Mount's post, and
She's gonna cry. She's gonna cry.
He actually won it.
You want us to give you a minute? We'll give you a minute. It's okay.
If you need to cry, go ahead.
That celebration, he did exactly the celebration
the
that DJ Drogba did.
Yeah, he did that. He did that.
I'm waiting for those pictures to come through, and then those. I think the celebration with Kai Havertz did as well. Was his Drogba one? I think he did a knee slide.
Did you see Kai Havertz's interview?
Yeah. He was not having it. He was.
Are we actually champions of Europe?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like I'm seeing the caption down there, read Champions of Europe, but I'm still not.
Yeah, I'm still pressing every 2 minutes. I have to ask someone.
Read that caption if you can see it.
I think he's put it on.
Can you see it?
I can see it.
Yeah. Wait.
Because he's put it on. He's put it on.
We've won the effing Champions League.
Look at that.
Yeah, he's done it on Twitter as well.
Billy Gilmore. Oh my God, Billy Gilmore holding a trophy.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
This is everything.
Kovacic has won it 4 times. I just remember that Kovacic has won the Champions League 4 times.
4 times.
Yeah,
That's
it's funny because I saw Kovacic when we lifted the trophy or something like that, and he was so chill, and he was like, "I won it like 4 times."
I won it. He was at the back. Like if you see the trophy lift, he was at the back. And I think he allowed them to celebrate. If you look at the trophy lift, he was one of the players that were at the back. And man, like he's done this. He's seen this 3 times already, and he's seen it 4th time again. And I want to go back to the question about the academy players, and I think it's so huge. It's so huge because not just the players that are in the team themselves, but the players that are in the academy currently. Like it's just crazy. Yeah. Oh man. Like tell me, like I'm so happy for Tammy. I'm so happy for I was so happy for Tammy, man. I was just praying that whatever beef that they have between themselves, he will be allowed to come to Porto, because if he left him out of this squad, man, like I don't know what I would do, because I wanted.
No, there's no way. There's no way he would have left him out.
He actually did leave him out of the squad.
No,
but he was
the traveling squad is what I meant. Like
the traveling squad is what I meant. Yeah,
there's no way that would happen.
Yeah, the traveling squad is what I meant.
Mateo Kovacic is so chill, you know. It's like his 4th Champions League, and he's so chill about it. It's actually funny.
Yeah, man. Like the players in the academy, they'll like you see that they work extra. I know. Like that, it looks like that era has gone, because I think it was Lampard who kind of like initiated that kind of thing, brought them into because of the transfer ban. We had no choice. We had to bring them in, and he had faith in a lot of them and brought them in as well. And I don't know whether we'll see that number come in again, but it bodes well for the future, because I know at least 1 or 2 will always creep up and enter the team, and that's what we want to see. We don't want to see a thing like John Terry being the only one in the who has risen from academy into the team. We want it to be a constant thing. We want it to start with Mount and Tammy and the rest, and then it becomes a constant thing with Andrew and other players also coming in. I mean, the sky is the limit for us now. We are champions of Europe, man. We are champions of Europe.
For sure. And for Mount, I don't know if you saw it, there's a picture at the end of the game where he's like kissing Foden's forehead. Oh, inject that inject it right into my veins,
and
bro.
and
Like,
I mean, did you see his interview? Did you see his interview? Like the guy is so matured, it's crazy. Like
it's insane.
like they were trying to ask him how he was feeling and stuff like that, and all he was talking about was the Man City players. Like he was feeling for them, he was sympathizing with them. He said they'll meet in the Euro, so he'll try and talk to some of them and stuff like that.
Wait.
It's crazy. Like the guy is pure class, pure class.
100%.
Go ahead, Maria. Go ahead.
Captain.
The show is yours. The show is yours.
I'm just looking at the caption, and Christensen said comeback fucking worthy. And I think about the comeback, and I'm like, maybe he's talking about the 2018 comeback and how much they criticize him for this mistake that he made.
I was like, he's the worst defender in our squad. Blah blah blah.
I've defended him so much, by the way.
Yeah. I also have. But there were some times when I was like, man. Sorry, there were some times when I was like, man, what are you doing, Christensen? Because I love the guy. Like the fact that he also came from the academy, he wasn't really like from the ground up. He was brought into the academy, but he still came from the academy. It was still like
something on the screen that Maria might want as a wallpaper for the next 100 years. Just found this out. But as you guys were talking about the academy,
is this actually live?
I've never seen a player. I've never seen a player hug the Champions League like that before. Never.
I don't even think I should say it, and I don't even think that I have to say it, but I'll say it, and I don't think it's gonna appear or anything. But I'm just gonna say low key that I actually met Mason Mount, and I'm not gonna talk about it much. You'll see one day. But I hope nobody heard about it, but I think I'm drunk, so I had to say it eventually. But I actually met a Champions League winner, so what the fuck? So yeah, that's
one kind of point I realized when we were talking about the academy, Frank Lampard, he must be sitting at home and he must have had a smile on his face.
Yeah,
and
I think he'll get a
medal.
I think he'll get a medal too. I think he'll get a medal too. So
yeah, I think he's gonna get one. But all of them,
he accepts it is a different thing.
Terry must be dreaming about it. I saw, by the way, I saw Reece James making a live on Instagram, and then Ashley Cole commenting on it. And I was like, oh my God, this is so good. You know, every single legend is actually excited for us because, you know, they've won it and they wanted this team to win it again, and we've won it again. And we have two now. We have fucking two.
I think it's crazy to kind of think how these players are now part of history. These guys are now going to be looked upon when 10 years down the line someone comes down from the academy and they say, yes, Mason Mount winning the Champions League was what
that's
we wanted to do.
That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say that. It's crazy.
Again, a coach like Lampard, who must be sitting at home smiling right now, looking at it and going, you know what, last year this was a team that I got top
I'm getting
four
emotional, man. Stop it. Jeez,
I think I cried too much. I think I cried too much.
Yeah. But yeah,
I still can't believe this is like, I know we're talking about it now. It's like starting to hit me again. Like we just won the Champions League. Like
I think it's going to keep hitting for the next few months. Every day we're going to wake up and go, oh yeah, we won the Champions League last season. And you know, what makes it special is these things come around once in a while. 9 years we've had to wait for another one. The last one was the first one, so 100 years or so.
We need, I didn't mean to interrupt, but we need to win the Club World Cup now. I want that badge here.
Yes,
I want that FIFA badge.
I want it so much. I want it so much.
This is the next one we're looking for.
I need that.
You think about it.
Chelsea, this is an open plea to Chelsea. Man. If you want us fans to buy the next kit, which is horrible, if I may say so, get that badge and we might buy it. We might consider buying it.
Consider buying it.
Until now, I'm actually keeping this one, and I'm probably gonna frame it one day. I think it's crazy. Oh, I just want to say something. But Kamal and other friends of mine actually bought it to me, so I'm just gonna thank Kamal live on the podcast.
You're welcome.
So thank you so much for the kit. You know, it's
Absolutely.
insane. Being able to actually wear the kit of someone who assisted in a Champions League final was actually crazy.
And you got the patch as well. You've got the patch as well. Don't forget that. You got the Champions League patch.
Yeah, it's here. But yeah, I was just going to say, you know, seeing Mason Mount, I think all the academy players are going to look up to, not just Mason Mount. I think Mason Mount, firstly, because, you know, he came through the academy and he's got the captain armband for a while. I mean, 2 games, it's nothing, but it's still very big, But they're just gonna look up to everyone, whether it's Billy Gilmore, even if he was on the bench, whether it's Callum Hudson-Odoi, Reece James, Tammy Abraham. Yeah, they're just gonna look up to everyone. Even Endurine was on the bench at some point, and he came on, if I'm not mistaken. I couldn't even watch this game, I think. But yeah, it was a game against Krasnodar, I remember. But yeah, it's just looking up to everyone. And I just want to give a special credit to Ben Chilwell, because the way he stepped up, when he was playing well at the beginning of the season, and then he dropped under Lampard at the end of the season, and he had to adapt to a new role, and he just did it his own. And when we lost against Leicester, I think all the Leicester fans mocked him, and getting top 4 and at the same time winning Champions League, it's what dreams are made of, So he's got nothing to actually, get mad about. Maybe he could have won the FA Cup, and I got mad. It's like, why can't we win both? But at this point, I don't give a fuck. Just like Kai Havertz said, who the fuck cares if we actually won this fucking Champions League? Just like he said, who the fuck cares?
As we were saying before, I think at the start, or me and Kamal were talking about this flips the whole season around. It goes from being a transition season to a history-making season. Where's the transition?
It's the most Chelsea thing. It's the most Chelsea thing. This is what we do all the time. We do it all the time.
We bring in 5 signings, youngsters as well. We've sacked a manager mid-season. We lose out on top 4 almost. 10th position by mid-December, January, I think we were. Tuchel comes in, transforms this in 4 days. I think not even 4 days. I think Wolves' game was 2 days after he got assigned. One day before, yeah. So one day, and then sticking to that same formation, three at the back, 3 at the back, and just winning games. It might not have been the most beautiful way of winning games, scoring 5 goals a game, but we scored a goal. We defended our hearts out. Defenders were like Christian was considered the next Maldini. And it's some of those situations, and it's a dream to be speaking to Chelsea fans on this night. I think it's the live stream and everything. This is what dreams are made of. I think to kind of end. I mean, bring this stream to an end.
Typical Chelsea, because as Maria was saying, the last 2 weeks, you lose an FA Cup. No, you beat Man City.
Exactly.
You lose to Arsenal. You lose the FA Cup final. You beat Leicester, then you lose to Aston Villa. You trip and fall you bottle the top 4, well, somehow get us in the top 4, and then you win the Champions League. That is the most Chelsea 2 weeks ever. It makes no sense, but this is what being a Chelsea fan is all about. It's your heart will never just rest being a Chelsea fan. It's always non-stop, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's literally this. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'll just say it there.
No, I was just saying that the difference between us and probably an Arsenal fan or somebody like United fan now is that even when the roller coaster comes, there's no pot of gold at the end. With Chelsea fans, you know that there's something going to happen. Even though we have ups and downs, we always win something. We always win something. We always celebrate at the end.
And Oli in.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, look at Arsenal. They won the FA Cup last season, and they thought they were champions of Europe. They thought they had won everything else, and they were tweeting. They were tweeting and tweeting and tweeting and tweeting. It was just crazy. We don't do that. We don't do that.
I remember that.
yeah, I remember.
We had a party.
I remember when they even took their team photo in the beginning of the season, and they did it in an artistic manner and put the FA Cup final there, the FA Cup trophy there, and I was just cringing at the whole thing. And we'll also do that next season, and we'll do it in a grander style, and it's just beautiful. It's just we'll do it.
I think that this tonight just proves London is blue. London has always been blue and will always be blue. I think there's no debate there.
No debate. You don't win an FA Cup and. You don't win an FA Cup and say London is blue. You win a Champions League.
Not even
Champions League. Two.
Yeah. But I think
the last 3 games I watched, by the way, because I didn't even watch the Leicester game where we won, the one in the Premier League. Actually, the last 3 games I watched were Leicester, the FA Cup, and then Arsenal, and then there's the Villa game, and then there's even the Champions League, the Women's Champions League game. So the last games, Chelsea games I've watched were like
bad.
And did you guys see Aaron Cuthbert's tweets? Like,
and I told
you
myself,
could see that.
I shouldn't get hope from Chelsea, and I was like, I'm not looking anything from Chelsea because I'm gonna end up disappointed, and I didn't. So I'm just like happy, like crazy. Yeah, it's surreal.
I mean, Chelsea, we always deliver in the end, no matter what. We always try and deliver.
Oh yeah,
we always somehow deliver.
We've never gone 2 seasons winning nothing. Since Abramovich taken over, we've never gone 2 seasons without winning anything. So you imagine the Abramovich era, all the madness that's happened. We've always won something, always. Which is just incredible. It's just mad.
Always. There's always a reward somewhere. There's always a reward. Like it's like Abramovich is just sitting there cradling Chelsea fans and saying that it will get better. It will get better.
That's true. Champions League. Oh my god.
And it's just like, it's still unbelievable. I'm sure after this, I'm just going to watch highlights and highlights and highlights of the goal. We scored just one goal, but I'm going to watch that goal like 50 times.
I think I'll just sit in my room, just stare at a wall, and just say, "What's just happened? What's happened the last 24
hours?" Oh my
god!
I just saw Billy Gilmore's post, and I'm just gonna cry. So cute, man.
Just incredible. I think we'll try and bring the stream to an end. Great night for Chelsea. Great night for football, I guess. Academy players, senior players, Chelsea, have a nice time. Enjoy this win. What a great bunch of what a squad. And it's not even that these guys are retiring anytime soon. It's not even that these guys are retiring though.
Ticket to London, because I would love to see the parade. If anyone can bring me a ticket to London,
I wish.
Thank you, Kamal and Maria. Maria, thank you. It's pretty late for you, and Kamal for giving us time.
Thank you guys. That was amazing.
Thank you for coming.
I promised you guys so many times. Like the first time I appeared on your pod was last year? Like way back when.
Yeah.
And we've always tried.
My first thought was Kamal, actually. That's my first thought was Kamal. That's my
I wasn't on with you.
I think you were on.
Yeah, that was my first with you, and you're like my brother. So, cheers.
This one. I think she means this one. Yeah, this one.
She's wasted.
Yeah,
ignore. Just mute. But yeah, no. Like I want to say, like real talk. Like we've tried so many times to get this done. So. Thank you for bearing with me. I apologize for bailing all those times.
No worries at all.
We got the big one, man.
It's a perfect occasion.
Absolutely.
To have you guys on. But yeah, it's incredible.
This is surreal, man.
Could I just get everyone kind of getting a thumbs up or something just for a screenshot, just to kind of frame this for? Oh yeah, perfect one. Come on,
come on.
Wait, I can't see. Okay.
Have you done it yet? I don't know how long it's going.
Yeah, I've got it. Great one.
Yeah, I've got Mason Mount on the back of this. Whatever.
We'll pretend it's there.
Maria, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, we've got
it. I'm just loving the excitement right now. I'm just loving this.
Exactly. Thank you guys all of you guys for tuning in. It was great. The audio of this podcast will be available tomorrow morning if I can wake up, if I can sleep and wake up. That is.
I don't think you can. So honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think.
Let me sneak something in there. Just remember that 12 is just 21 flipped over, and then the number 29 scored on the 29th of May. So, I mean, it's just written in the sky, in the skies.
CFC Dubois thread. Everything Dubois said in that thread was just, oh my goodness.
Oh my god, yes, please.
What a thread. The Hall of Fame thread, that is.
At one point, I started doing my own thread. In 2012, I had dinner before the Champions League final. just started doing my own threads. But yeah, that's all from us tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys. Enjoy. Have a nice night. Have a nice week. I guess it's going to slowly start sinking in, and then we're going to head into next season, and then hopefully celebrate even more. Hopefully the Premier League or even the Champions League again. No one's stopping us. Yeah, go for it.
You cannot speak, Maria. We're done.
Can I just say one thing before we go, because I guess it's just going to open up something about our transfer market. But I just saw Declan Rice say, "Men recreated the Drogba under Mount's post," and I'm just gonna leave it here.
Well, let's see what happens.
We might need another additional.
We don't even need him. We just won the Champions League. We don't need that.
Yeah, but we might need an additional midfielder that our
I'm joking.
amazing legends can rest a bit. So if you want to come and join the mighty Chelsea, you can come and join the mighty Chelsea. We need players anyway, in case we're injured. So I mean, some players.
Lukaku, man. Anyway, that's a different discussion.
You're not gonna bench Jorginho or N'Golo Kante. Maybe one day, but not today. So I'm sorry, they're champions of Europe, but you can come. I'm not saying no.
All right, be quiet now.
Maria's gonna fly over to London, take over Marina's job, and handle the transfers this season. Give Mount a new contract.
We scored 3 today, but I'll leave it there. We scored 1. It's enough. It's enough. We won.
We won.
Okay, that's all from us tonight. I think I'll have to get an abrupt ending before we start another topic. So thank you guys for listening in, and we'll see you next time, hopefully in a few days with a season review.
Bye.